Greetings, my friends and subscribers. This is Real Action News Media, who brings you news, views, and reviews. Today, I just want to touch base on a few topics. First, Hurricane Melissa. My heart goes out to all the people who were affected by this hurricane. I know how hard it is at this time due to the circumstance of getting aids to the most affected area in time so people can start to put the pieces back together and start rebuilding. You can see that the process for aids reaching a lot of people are very slow. For the people who needs it most in unreachable areas. I hope they will speed things up to save lives, frustration, and people from getting desperate. Now I'll move on to young Jayden Smith. Okay, this is most important to me and the world at large. Hurricane Melissa came. It changes the thought and the drive away from young Jayden. The good thing is some bloggers continue to shine the light on Jayden, which is great because we don't want Jayden's memory and justice to be washed away by Melissa. We must keep the fire of Jayden burning. Mr. L.A. Lewis, you came out very strong with a cause and a purpose for young Jayden Smith, which was very effective because you brought a lot of communities and people together and created a huge search party which conducted an all-day search for young Jayden. That was well done. Now, L.A. Lewis, you just went silent and dormant. All of a sudden, and young Jayden was pushed to the back burner. From a man who was carrying the burning flame for Jayden Smith. What happened, my friend? What happened? Please, we must continue burning the flame for young Jayden. Since Hurricane Melissa came along, she becomes the talk of the town because of the destruction, the frustration, and the hurt that she created and left upon on Jamaica land we love. Lots of people are hurt, frustrated, and very desperate due to the situation they are in and cannot see any way out. All I can say, keep the faith, continue praying, because the Lord is watching, the world is watching, and I hope all the people will get the help they need before it's too late. This hurricane tried to blow and wash away the thoughts of young Jayden Smith from people's mind and make it much more difficult for the investigation and moreover finding Jayden. I know Jayden is somewhere out there, but where? No one knows, only the people who are involved. I hope and pray that justice will be served for young Jayden. I hope Jayden's case can bring the same closure as young Daniel Rowe. Remember that young girl? Who was kidnapped from her school by an heartless woman who do some serious injury to this young innocent girl. Unfortunately, what she did to young Daniel Rowe and left her in a building to die, she got the strength to pull herself out onto the street, where she was taken to the hospital, and that's where she passed on. God bless her young soul. And I know that culprit, that heartless person, she got what she deserved. Justice was served for her. Now I'll move on to overseas in the US, where a university was shot up by some twisted minded guy who has no remorse, no love for humanity, or no love for life. 2 dead and 8 injured in shooting at the Brown's University in Rhode Island province in the US. The shooting occurred on the second day of a final exam for the fall semester at the Ivy League institution with a population of about 11,000 students. The attacker is still at large. The shooting took place on campus at about 4:20 p.m. with one active shooter who was dressed in black and left the building on foot. No weapon has been recovered after authorities conducted a search in the building. The 8 injured victims were rushed to the Rhode Island hospital, where 2 was pronounced and 6 still in serious condition and battling for life. My condolence goes out to the 2 victims, and my prayers goes out to the others injured ones for speedy recovery. I can remember a few months ago when the media in the US was warning travelers and vacationers about traveling to Jamaica. How it is not safe because of the violence and the crime during the summer. The US has 50 states, and Jamaica cannot and will never surpass the crime and murder rate in any one of their crime rate city. In Jamaica, shooting up churches and school is like non-existence. Not like in the States, where this is a regular habit, it becomes normal for them. I can say Jamaica is a safe place and the best country for vacation if you want to have fun and excitement and enjoy your vacation. Jamaica is beautiful. Even though Melissa came along and destroyed various parishes, a lot of devastating, people are trying to put back stuff together. But the governments are, working on to make sure vacationers still can come to Jamaica and also enjoy themselves within a perilous time, within a time like now where we know we are in a really, really difficult position. We're going to take millions of dollars to get back Jamaica on its feet, which will happen. We will get back on our feet. And I know, with all governments working together, Jamaica will get back to the Jamaica it was a couple months ago. So my friends and subscribers, please like, share, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. And we'll talk again. Okay? Bye bye. Thank you.